Yo, what is going on, boys and girls, and welcome to the Test Hypothesis Rising. I'm pretty sure this is the second one in the franchise. I don't know, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure. So, we just played the first one the other day. We're gonna go ahead and get started. And I'd recommend, as this is saying, before experiencing the Test Hypothesis Rising, it is highly recommended that you've played its prequel, The Test, before venturing into this experience. As I would say, watch the first video, You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the test first, and this examination will also make a bit more sense, as it carries on from where the last examination left off. I would like to urge you to go and play the test now, before venturing forward and follow the instructions listed throughout the game, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the test in the order that they were meant to be taken in. Would you like to close this game now so you can have the opportunity to play the test first? You will not get the chance to exit the game until the experience is over if you choose to continue now. I've already played the test. Wonderful news! We can continue. I'm excited. I really loved the first one. Hello, and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber blabber and nonsensical speak, so I'll just get straight to the point. Also, this is, I'm pretty sure, the same environment from the original? Sometimes we have to ask ourselves life's tough questions. There's one question in particular I'd like for you to ask yourself. Are you happy? And when I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. I want to see you grow, inside and out. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking? Good question. Allow me to explain. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you are going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. And when I say 100% entire honesty, I mean 100% entire honesty. Think about it. Do you want to be happy? You do want to be happy, don't you? You wouldn't want to do something so bold as to tempt fate by lying, would you? Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer from this is you. And believe me, you will suffer. Not to mention the fact that whether you tell the truth or not, I'll know. But that's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We've wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers that we feel lend the most desirable human traits within ourselves. But sometimes good people do bad things, and sometimes we don't always have desirable traits as humans. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may make you. Now it's time to get into the real meat of this experience. It's time for you to get the advice that you deserve. As you read questions and scenarios during this process, I want you to create your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the answer that best suits your own psyche. If you've never experienced a scenario being asked of you, then simply imagine that you have and try to assume how you might feel in that situation. I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water, sit back, and relax as we unfold your fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. Well, I've got myself a water bottle. Does that count? Stay hydrated, people. We're going to start with some basic, easy questions. I don't like the change. Okay. If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just about answering the questions. It's about many different variables. Many different factors are at play here, including the amount of time taken to answer proposed questions. With that being said, It's far more important to actually take your time and think about how honest of an answer you're giving before you give it. Whatever you do, do not rush the process. Time is your best friend here. You'll see what I mean soon enough. And here we go. Do you feel uncomfortable right now? Not necessarily. No. I don't feel uncomfortable yet. Am I nervous? No. Do you feel cold? No, I mean, I'm wearing a hoodie, but no, I'm not cold. Kind of warm. Do you feel sad? No. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting, even though they didn't deserve it? Probably. Yeah, I would say so. Do you crave acceptance by others? Yeah. If we gotta be honest, yeah. Have you ever lost a loved one? Does pet count? I mean, if pets count, then yes. So I will say yes. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? Yes. Do you believe in demons? I mean, I'm gonna go back to what I said in the first video here. I believe in demons as in, like, a form of ghost. So, yes. Do you believe in curses? No, not really. No. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? No. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yes. If there was undeniable proof that a ghost was haunting you, would you continue to live in your home? Yeah. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? No, I don't think so. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces into your life without you knowing it? No. Would you like to make more friends? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Yes, I try to be. I do my best. Do you feel lonely? Sometimes, yeah. Talk to me. That's a talk to me, right? Do you make friends easily? No, I struggle. Do you tend to avoid drama where possible? Yes, I try to stay out of drama. Have you ever had a near-death experience? Multiple. Do you like horror movies? Yes. This is all very interesting. Have you played the test? Yes. That's the spirit. Aha. Have you played the horoscope? No? Give it a whack. I'm totally not biased or anything. Do you watch porn? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a hard worker? Yeah. Yeah, when I want to be, for sure. Do you have a low opinion of yourself? Depending. Sometimes. But I also have a pretty high ego. I'm gonna say yeah. For the most part. But I would also consider myself to be a pretty confident person. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? No. I'm being brutally honest. No, I'd probably be in too much of a rush to notice. Would you kill all of your neighbor's pets just to save one of your own? No? No. I couldn't bring myself to kill. I struggle, like, with the idea of killing an animal. Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate yourself? No. Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? Yes. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back so far just to see if they'd really get stuck? I don't like anything to do with eyes. Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? No, I don't really play practical jokes to people. Are you streaming live right now? I am not live streaming, but I am recording. You're recording this gameplay session right now. Yes. If I told you that I was watching you play this game right now, would you believe me? Yeah, I mean, kinda. You were the one giving me the word, or the questions. If you've left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does this bother you? No. If you've left a comment for me, does it make you feel positive that I've paid attention to what you've taken the time to write? Yes. I enjoy it when developers do that. Do you understand that no matter what, I appreciate you? Yeah, I really do. I know the developers are amazing people. I've not met them. I'd love to. They're amazing people from what I've seen. Are you afraid of snakes? No, I'm not afraid of snakes. Do you believe in magic? I really want to, but no. Have you cried in the last month? No. Do you have a hero? I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that I'd consider a hero. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? Yeah, I try to. Do you enjoy outdoor activities? Yeah, sometimes. Would you consider yourself to be lazy? Yes. Do you sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated? Mm-hmm. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? Yeah, a lot of the time. Would your family and friends describe you as kind? Yeah. Have you ever cheated in a relationship? No. Have you ever been cheated on in a relationship? No. Would you consider yourself to be judgmental? No. I see. Are you a hero to someone else? I wish, but no, I don't think so. If I am, no one's told me. But you love animals? Yes. Have you ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward? No. Yeah, me neither. Do you enjoy drinking alcohol? On occasion. Are you intoxicated right now? No. Well, that makes one of us. Fair enough. Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? No. Well, you know what? It's funny. It made me laugh. Are these questions a bit strange to you? Yeah. Do you have a vivid imagination? Sometimes, yeah, I can. Do you feel uncomfortable in large social settings? No. Would you consider yourself to be antisocial? Unfortunately, I would love to be more social. But yeah. Do you hold a grudge for long periods of time? No. Have you ever urinated in public? Alright, what are we counting, like, taking a piss in your backyard? Because I've done that. You know, we only have one bathroom here. If we're counting that, yes. Also, public bathrooms. Oh, yeah. Do you like pineapple on your pizza? I don't prefer it, but I've eaten it. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? Sometimes, yeah. You think you've got a big ego? Yeah. Would you consider yourself kinky? Not really. Would you consider yourself to be religious? No. Would you consider yourself to be temperamental? No. If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? No. Interesting. I couldn't kill someone who doesn't deserve it. And it would be a lot for me to consider they deserve death. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? Probably not, no. Even more interesting. Have you ever been inside of a burning building? No. Have you ever been to a funeral? Yes. If you could attend your own funeral before you died, would you take the opportunity to do so? Yeah. If you could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you, would you still look? Yeah. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't do? No, I don't think I'd use it in general, really. Well, I mean, what am I gonna do stopping time? If you had the power to remove one person from Earth, never to return again, would you use it? No? If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? Probably. If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? Probably. Probably. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologized to you? No. If If a family member had said something nasty about you behind your back, would you confront them about it directly? Yes. If you had to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? I just wouldn't eat. We can survive 3 days without eating. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? Probably. I mean, if nobody remembered who I was, I'm gonna assume there's no chance that I can remind them. And honestly, I'd probably just be kicked out, like, kicked out of the house right now. Because, I mean, what are they gonna do when a stranger walks out of the bedroom in their house? You know? So, yes, I would start a new life, I guess. A homeless man who's clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in the rain. Would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? That's a hard question. Alright. I mean, this is gonna say something about me, but I'm gonna say no. I would not be willing to walk home naked and give him my clothes. Because that's not gonna be my first thought, and when I think about that, I'm gonna be clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in the rain. It's not gonna help me. I'd be willing to help the guy, like maybe take him to a hospital or something, get him treated if that's what he wants, but no, I'm not walking home naked. If someone accidentally hit you in their car but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset with them? If I suffered no injuries, are we talking I'm walking on the side of the road and they hit me, or they damage my car? If they damage my car, I'm gonna be a bit upset. You know? So yes. Have you looked for any hidden meanings or messages within these questions? No. Maybe you should have been. Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all of this other than just simply answering question after question? No. Miracles happen every day. Do you agree? Yeah. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around and you don't mind getting rained on. Yes. Red is a prettier color than pink. Do you agree? I like red and I like pink. Yeah. I'd say so. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? Yes. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing through the wind? Something, something, something? I don't remember. Eating in front of people can be awkward. Do you agree? No? I'll eat in front of people. Rings used as a ceremonial wedding gift are so outdated. Oh, okay. Maybe? I think I get it. No? Did you realize that the first letter of the last 6 questions, when combined, spelled out the word murder? No. Do you know why that is? No. Does that make you slightly uncomfortable? No. Are you going to start paying closer attention to what you may have gotten yourself into? No. You realize it's too late to turn back now? No. It's not too late. I can just Alt F4. What are you on about? I'm here. Okay. Do you hear someone in your room? No. Do you see the shadows closing in? Let me look in the... Yeah, there ain't no shadows. Unless you're talking about this. But no. Do you feel like you're being watched? No? Did you look around your... Actually, I didn't look around my room. I looked into the camera, but we'll say yes. Do you like long walks on the beach? No, not really. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? Yeah, I enjoy seeing their faces when they open the gift, you know? Have you ever felt like giving up on life? No? Do you love your family more than you love yourself? No. I love myself. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? No. Well, no. Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? Oh, this was when... Wow. No. Well, Maybe. Who knows, right? But I don't. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. That was a 50-50 for me anyways. Do you believe that you're human? I'm fairly certain I'm human. I wouldn't be surprised if I was an alien or some shit. If you could turn invisible, but you could never be visible ever again once you decided to use your power for the first time, would you ever use it? No. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store, but you knew that they were doing it to feed their family, would you stop them? If I knew they weren't going to hurt somebody, I wouldn't stop them. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger and you were both starving to death, but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share with them? Okay, if you're stranded on a remote island with a stranger and you were both starving to death, but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share with them? Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to hide it in the first place, and if I'm eating and suddenly they're like, hey man, you don't seem as bad as I do. You know, what am I gonna do then? So, yeah, I'd share with them. If you could turn into an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person until that 1 year has passed, would you do it? No. If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, would you do it? Yes. If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? You know what? I hadn't thought about it till this point, but a potato would be a very good idea. I mean, that thing's versatile. Yeah, sure. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you still continue to eat pizza? No, I couldn't. If it's screaming as I bite into it, nuh-uh. If your best friend got bit in the genitals by a highly venomous snake and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals, would you do it to save them? Oh, it's the age-old question. Yeah, you know what? If I'm saving their life and they get a beauty out of it, yes, fuck it. Was that question difficult to answer? No, I love my friends. Do you feel mortal? Yeah. Do you enjoy loud music? Yeah. Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Depends, but yeah, sometimes. Do you suffer from anxiety disorder? I mean, I'm a pretty anxious person. I've not been diagnosed with anything, but no. So I'll say no. Do you ever feel depressed? I haven't in a really long time, so we're gonna say no. Do you feel relaxed? Right now? Yeah. Do you think you have a guardian angel watching over you? No. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? No. I'm gonna take special note of that one. Do you always look both ways before crossing the road? Yeah, usually. Do you wash your hands every day? Yeah. Do you feel uncomfortable using public restrooms? No. Is winter your favorite season? Yes. Do you know anyone named Josh? I do. Are you wondering why that last question is relevant? A little. Are you allergic to any animals? Yeah, I'm allergic to dogs. Have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? No. I mean, I guess Judy Hopps. Shit. No, I'm just... Have you ever been in love? No. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? No. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? No. Do you feel that you've gotten too much time on your hands? No. Can you be easily intimidated by others? Yeah, but is that gonna make me back down? No. Are you easily excitable? Yes. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? No. They make my head hurt. You have a difficult time relaxing. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Do you trust easily? A little too easily. Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? Yes. Have you ever told a lie? Yes. Have you ever lied to your best friend? Yeah, I'm sure I have. Have you ever lied to your family? Yeah. You've lied about any answers, or have you lied about any answers during the session? No. You're wondering why all of these questions have to do with lying? No. I mean, it makes sense. This is all very useful information. Are you a people pleaser? Yeah. Do you enjoy being the center of attention? Yeah. Do you feel like you've got a good sense of humor? Yeah. Do you frighten easily? No? Did you try to scare me with that? Boom. Jump scare me, you won't. Well, that was odd. I wonder what that was about. Yeah. It's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to the more gritty questions. Oh, shit. We're going to drink some water so we can stay hydrated. This next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. So they're not yes or no? Okay. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Hey, I just realized something. Up here, it says help. In the first game, I'm pretty sure that was an arrow. Remember, the key to all of this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. I don't like that there's no music. Hey, thanks! You're home alone, it's dark, and it's storming outside. All of a sudden, there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do? Grab the closest item that could be used as a weapon, ignore the knocking and hope it goes away. Who is it? And wait, boldly open the door to reveal what's on the other side. I'd grab the closest item that can be used as a weapon. I keep a knife. It's actually not on the bedstand right there, because I knocked it over the other day on accident. But I keep a knife right by my bed, usually. Very interesting choice. You meet a homeless woman on the street. She asks you for money. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches, asking if you can spare some change. What do you do? Okay. Tell the man you've got no change left to offer. Tell the homeless woman to share with the man. Tell the homeless man to ask the woman for some of her change. Tell the homeless man that you'll get some more from somewhere else. I mean, I'd feel bad doing it, but I'd have to tell him I have no change left to offer. Really now? Both your mother and your father fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease. There's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents, and the time is of the essence. What do? Give medical treatment to my father so he lives. Medical treatment to my mother so she lives. Split the medication between the two, even though both may die. I'd save the medical treatment for myself, just in case I get sick. That is a really hard question. I love both my parents. Oh man. I couldn't give it into myself to make the decision that both are going to die. I couldn't make the decision to save it for myself. That's just not an option. Alright. I couldn't make the decision to give it just to my dad or to my mom. So I have to choose this one. I would take those odds. I mean, sure, it's possible that I lose both of them, but I guess I couldn't go through with being the dictator of who lives and who dies like that, especially not between two people I care about. So I would have to take those odds. That doesn't surprise me. You find a case of money tucked away inside of a dumpster. Inside, there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquid. Under the vial, there's a note that says, "The cure for cancer." What do? Turn the case into a professional entity so they could utilize it. Okay, well, I'd keep the gold bars. Those are mine. But the cure to cancer, I would 100% give that to, like, an organization that could use it, a trusted organization, or somewhere along those lines. What a wasted opportunity. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't judge. You're stuck alone inside of your house, and you're starving to death. You've completely run out of food, and no one is coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around you is your family pets. What do you do? Kill any of my pets so I can survive, continue to starve along with my pets, attempt to cut meat from my pets, then treat their wounds, let my pets eat me so they can survive until help arrives? I would just continue to starve, I guess. I couldn't do that. Your neighbor's home is on fire. A blazing inferno among smoke emits from the windows. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you can't see past the flames. No one else is around in sight. What do you do? The smart thing to do is 100% call the fire department and keep my distance from the home. Right? The heroic thing to do is to run to the burning home and try to rescue anyone you can. I'd probably do a mixture of the two, in all honesty. Call the fire department and then try and run into the burning home and rescue anyone I can. But it's the safest option to call the fire department and keep my distance from the home. It's safest for me. It's safest that everyone would get out alive. So we'll call the fire department. I like that. You're fast asleep in your bed when you're awoken by what sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in your room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. What do you do? A woman's muffled cries from somewhere in my room? Man, if it's in my room, that's different. You can't look under my bed. There's nothing under my bed. Hide under your covers and wait patiently. Verbally call out and ask who's in your room. I'd probably verbally call out. I'd probably be like, hello? The fuck? And then grab my knife. A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down the street. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that when the watch stops ticking, it marks the moment your time runs out of this earth. What do you do? Okay, take the watch and thank him for the gift. Decline the offer for the watch and keep walking. Tell him that he needs professional help and to keep his distance. Tell him you already got 3 of them as a toy in your Happy Meal. I'd take the watch. Shit. Yeah, I mean, why not? When it stops ticking, that means I'm gonna die, right? Or does that mean I'm already dead? So why not have a cool watch? I mean, when I get it, and it immediately stops ticking, I might just, swing on him. You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC, when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulder firmly from behind. What do you do? Immediately jump up and turn around, scream and stay still in terror. Spin around with a vicious elbow to whoever's behind you. Tell him to squeeze harder. You could use a nice massage. I'd probably immediately jump up, turn around, ready to swing with a right hook. Ha. You're sitting in the bathtub, trying to relax, when a hand emerges from the water. What do you do? Jump out of the bath and run as fast as you can. Kick the hand and try to keep it away from you. Give it a firm handshake, maybe even a solid fist bump. Push it underwater, hope that you can get some free hand action. Is crazy. Would I run? No, I'd probably jump out of the bath and kind of go, what the fuck? Clever. You get out of bed and immediately fall down into a deep, dark hole. Man is standing above you, looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches. What do you do? Is that a plot of a movie? And that might have actually happened IRL? I don't remember. Scream for help, start slathering yourself in lotion. Tell him you've got very sensitive skin and allergies. Ask if he'll come down and help you apply the lotion. I'll ask if he can come down and help apply the lotion. Well, in a real scenario, I would probably start slathering myself with lotion. Right? But if I could think of it fast enough, ask if he'll come down and help apply the lotion. Because if he comes down there, I'm fighting. But I'd probably slather myself in lotion. You're sitting at home alone, and all of a sudden, your door is slammed shut. You see it before your very eyes, and you know that no one is home, and it couldn't have been a gust of wind. What do you do? I'd probably grab a weapon and watch the door And maybe even, like, open it, like, the fuck? Yeah. I like that. Someone you've known for many years but have no attraction to tells you that they've had a massive crush on you for a long time. What do? Ask them out on a date. Who knows what might happen? Tell them you're flattered but just not interested. Tell them that you feel dating might ruin your friendship. Ask if they want to be friends with benefits. No, I'd probably ask them out on a date. Yeah, what if there is something there? Ah, so you're one of those types. Your dog starts randomly barking into the darkest corner of your living room. There doesn't appear to be anything there, but your dog insists on escalating to growls. What do? Try and calm your dog down by petting them. Stand and stare at the corner to see if anything moves. Walk up to the corner and extend your hand to feel for anything. Walk out of the room and ignore it entirely. I'd probably stare at the corner for a minute. I'm taking note of that. You see a massive ass spider in your room and the size of your hand. It's the size of your hand. What do? Grab something bigger to smash it? No. Well, I guess we're moving out now. Burn the entire house down. It's the only way to be safe. Try to capture life for science. No, guess we're moving out now. Shit. Your closest family member tells you that they're a serial killer. What do? Yeah, I'd probably be like, look, I don't want to know any more details on that. Turn them into the authorities. Ask them information so you can help them stay out of trouble. Try to convince them that they need help. A mixture of those two? Mixture of turn them into the authorities and try to convince them that they need help? But probably turn them into the authorities. I see. If you found out that you only had one day left to live, what do? Tell everyone that I loved them and to be happy, not sad. Do something insane and crazy. Anything goes. Not tell anyone at all. Just act as if nothing changed. Spend my time on my own, away from others. I'd do something insane and crazy. Why not? If I have one last day, I'd do something out of pocket. Alright then. If one of your pets started speaking to you and told you that they've got a dire warning, that they were going to die if you didn't let them eat all of the ice cream in the freezer, what would you do? Go lay down. I'm obviously way too high for this. Give them all the ice cream they can handle. Don't give them ice cream. Not gonna fall for that one. Assure them that you'll protect them and they won't die. I'd probably assume I'm fucked up and I'm confused. I'm very confused, so I'd probably lay down. No, I wouldn't. Let's be real. I'd be like, I'll assure them that they're protected and they won't die. Oh, lovely. If all of a sudden you could start hearing other people's thoughts and the person next to you was thinking about mugging you and stealing your money, what would you do? Take preemptive action and beat them up first? Tell them you don't think mugging you is a good idea. Get away from them as quickly as possible. Ignore it. You don't know that you aren't just hallucinating. Okay. I'd probably get away with them, or get away from them. That sounds reasonable. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they just accidentally killed someone and they don't want to go to prison. What do? Help them hide the body, report them to the authorities, tell them that they're on their own, but you won't rat them out. Try to convince them to turn themselves in. This is a good question. I'm realizing now I really do want to make myself look like a good person. Because I want to say that I'd either, I'd try and convince them to turn themselves in, report them to the authorities, yada yada. But in all honesty, I might help them hide the body. I wouldn't want to. No. Now that I think about it, that's not a good idea. The family deserves closure. This is hard. Try to convince them to turn themselves in. Try to convince them to turn themselves in because if it's accidental, they most likely won't go to prison. You're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that it's probably just wishful thinking. What do? Call your best friend and tell them that you didn't want to go to, or that you don't want to go to prison. Turn yourself into the authorities, drive away and hope nobody saw what you did. Try to hide the body yourself. It's interesting being on this position now. Because I don't want to go to jail. But I think the very first thing I would do, would be to call my best friend and tell him, not tell him that I don't want to go to prison. I mean, I'm sure I would say that too, but I'd probably tell him what happened and be freaking out. I wouldn't drive away. I would probably turn myself in. Interesting how that played out. I think it's time we move on to the next portion of our test. Anyways, the reason I said I'd probably turn myself in, I'm not going to get away with it, even if I did try to hide it. It's best to be upfront and honest that I accidentally hit them. They died. I didn't want this to happen. I'm sure I'll probably go to jail, but I mean, it won't be as bad as if I was like, hey, I killed this man and hid the body. You know? I think it's time we move on to the next portion of our test. The following questions that shall be asked of you are would you rather style questions. Interesting. Imagine you've got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose an answer, no matter how uncomfortable that may be. Let's get started, shall we? Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? I'd rather be loved. I don't want to be feared. Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? I'd rather not get jealous. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your best friends? My friends. Would you rather live in space or live under the sea? Space. Screw the sea. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? My organs. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear of being caught? I'll take the 5 years in jail. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably in 10 years from now? Or would you rather have your dream job but have to work until the day you die? Give me my dream job. I wouldn't mind. I want to do YouTube. I wouldn't mind being in my 70s or however old I end up being, working on videos. Would you rather every shirt you ever wear to be somewhat itchy or only be able to use one-ply toilet paper? That's the worst of both scenarios, but if you just roll it up enough, if you just roll the toilet paper up enough, you got more than one ply. Would you rather have skin that changes colors depending on your mood, or have tattoos appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday? Do they stay, or do they change every day? That's a good question. I'd rather the appearing tattoos, especially because I could just cover those up. Would you rather shit every time you orgasm, or orgasm every time you see a dog? Well, I have a dog, so I'll take the orgasm shits for 5,000, Alex. If your partner switched bodies with one of your parents and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parent's body? Would you rather have sex with your parent in your partner's body? What the fuck is wrong with you? No, seriously. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, no, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't want... Just answer the question. I don't want to. Sex with my parent in my partner's body or sex with my partner in my parent's body? Okay. Okay. Well... Do I have to? Probably have sex with my partner in my parents' body? That is such a hard question. I don't want either of these outcomes. I don't want I don't want my mom to know what's going on when I have sex, you know? But I don't want to see my mom naked. Blindfolded. That's the way you go. Blindfolded. Sex with my partner in my parents' body. Yeah. That one had no bearing on your results. I was just curious. Fuck you. I think we've answered enough of these types of questions, as I'm sure you'd agree. Yeah, fuck you. We're going to end the test with a short series of final questions, giving simple answers. Okay. We'll get started now. Out of the following options, which number do you like the most? 7, 11, 3, or 46? I do like the number 11. Out of the following options, which color resonates with you the best at this exact moment? Black, red, green, or blue? I like black and I like blue, and I have blue eyes and my light's blue. Blue resonates with me. Out of the following options, which creature are you the least comfortable around? Spiders, snakes, scorpions, or dogs? Spiders. Scare the shit out of me. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? Chocolate, vanilla, peanut butter, or mint? Mint. And I will stand by that. Out of the following options, which do you personally value the most? Family, friends, money, or freedom? Which do I value the most? Probably friends, honestly. Out of the following options, which could you most live without? Family, friends, money, or freedom? I already do pretty well without living without money. Out of the following options, which statement is the most accurate? I'm brave, I'm caring, I'm smart, I'm attractive. Well, I'd say I'm brave. Out of the following options, which are you most afraid of? Living forever, losing my loved ones, dying alone, dying immediately after this test is finished. No, I'm just more afraid of dying alone. We're almost finished, but I've just got one final question for you. Have you ever punched a nun? Still no. You really ought to try it sometime. It can really take the edge off. I bet. Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. I'm just going to calculate your results very carefully. I don't want to miss anything important. Trying my absolute hardest not to judge you right now. Trying to keep this as professional as possible. Aha! Here we go. Based on what you've told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is what I personally believe would be in your best interest to acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in order to climb the ladder to happiness in your life. I like the music, okay. First and foremost, I'd like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredible, unique, irreplaceable value compared to any other thing on this earth. And that, my friends, is the value of time. Time is the most valuable form of currency you will ever hold in life. You can spend time on anyone, doing anything, for any reason. Now, time can be spent, time can be wasted, and time can be taken away. But time can never be refunded. Time can never be earned back, and more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all the money you'll ever get to spend in life. Now imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store one day to purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, "I'm sorry, but you cannot afford that." As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything, ever again. We only have so much time, and we have no idea just how much or how little we truly have before our bank accounts run dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows you how truly special it is when someone spends their time on you. So now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think you'd be best spending your time in order to achieve what you need most at this current stage in your life. Let's see here. Alright, listen. You really need to spend more time focusing on doing things for yourself. You've got to start taking into account that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And if people keep wanting your energy, you need to take time to yourself to replenish it. You've got such a big heart and such a bright soul, and because of this, people would benefit greatly from getting to know you or having more of you. But you need to take twice as much time making yourself happy as you do attempting... Yeah, wait. But you need to take twice as much time making yourself happy as you do attempting to make other people happy. Otherwise, you're going to let people make you miserable. It is not your responsibility to save the world, but it doesn't mean that you can't save one person at a time. But you need to start by saving yourself, because you're no good to anyone else, completely drained of all that makes you, you. My advice to you is that you spend a lot more of your time focusing on things that make you feel relaxed, making you feel happy, and less time saying yes to people that demand too much of your energy. It's okay to be selfish, because at the end of the day, if you aren't going to take care of you, then who is? I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is self-care. Remember this, world. This will come in handy. Word. Let me... I gotta write this down. I started doing it the other day. I might as well keep doing it. Alright. Oh, let's go. The game is done. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of the comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and we will always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. One more thing. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. We love the conspiracy theories behind the greater meaning of all of this. And in the third and final installment of the test series, all will finally be revealed. But not a single person has been able to figure out what this entire experiment is all about yet. We look forward to reading your thoughts and feelings, as it helps shape what we do as we work on future projects to bring the most emotion out of you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. And thank you, developers, for making an awesome game. And also, I was right. I told you guys, everything I've seen about these developers is that they're great. If you wish to support us further, we would love if you'd check out our other titles on the other games, or our other games section of the title screen. After playing the test Final Revelation, the third game on the test trilogy, we also have the Testing Chamber, which is connected to the test trilogy in a very special and unique way. In the meantime, The Advisor is another interesting experience that we'd like to recommend, as it has a great emphasis on player/developer interaction, where you, the player, gets to vote on how the story will be written in future episodes. Your opinions and decisions have a direct impact on the development process and storyline of the Advisor series, and we'd love to read your ideas, thoughts, and contributions. Again, thank you so very much for supporting us in our journey. We truly cannot show our gratitude and appreciation enough for all you do for us. We hope the rest of your day is something other, because I accidentally clicked. No! Random Studios, we love you, okay? I'm here for you. Feel free to check out our other titles if you wish to support us further. I will be playing a few of these. I've got a few of them. Random Studios. I wish we have a wonderful day. Until next time. And that goes for all of you guys. Alright, we've made a list of names of those who have supported our projects along the way, and we'll be continuing to extend this list in future titles. If you'd like to see them now. Not right now, because this is like the second title in the game series. We've got a few more. I want to see them later. But that is all for the test Hypothesis Rising. If you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like, subscribe, comment your favorite part down below. There's still a few more games left that I'm going to play for this series, and I've got a few more videos lined up that I want to do as well. So, without further ado, I will see you guys next time. Wait a minute! Don't leave just yet! I just remembered I have a Twitch channel that I've been streaming on the past 2 days, and I might stream on a little bit later today. So, yeah. Check it out. Link's going to be in the description. If you don't look at the link, it is on Twitch, just Dedicate, my YouTube channel, with 2 underscores at the end. 2. Remember that. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you guys for the support, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!